Hello, 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 hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Coming up tonight on NewsWatch Ole Miss, influenza and neurovirus numbers here on campus are on the rise.
And after a long 2 years, police have found the remains of Ole Miss student Jay Lee.
Welcome to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Alexi Intercheck.
And I'm Hannah Baker. Starting our show tonight, we are sending it over to NewsWatch reporter Hallie Reeves to give us a live in-studio update on new information in the Jay Lee case. Hallie, what updates do you have for us?
Thank you, Hannah. Today, police confirmed that after a 2-year-long search, the body of Ole Miss student Jay Lee was found in Carroll County, Mississippi. On Saturday, 2 deer hunters discovered the body along with a necklace with Lee's name on it. After contacting local authorities, the Carroll County Sheriff's Office launched a joint investigation with the Oxford Police Department and the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. The remains were then sent to the Mississippi State Crime Lab, where DNA analysis confirmed that they had finally found Jay Lee. Today, we went out on campus to find faculty and students' reactions on the case. Ole Miss faculty and students have expressed their feelings after the major discovery.
Personally, there's such a sense of relief that there'll be some closure for the family. I know not knowing and not having that closure was really hard for all the people who loved him. And so I'm really relieved.
I'm just glad there's some closure. I know there's been a lot of buzz about this for the last 2 years. I know we had the trial a few months ago, and I remember kind of that resurfaced a lot of the trauma that the community experienced from that. So I'm just glad that, we're finally getting to the bottom of this.
Majority of Ole Miss students did not remember the murder, since most of the students who were on campus 2.5 years ago already graduated.
I feel like no one should go out that way. I really feel like race, gender, ethnicity, anything like that, I feel like shouldn't nobody have to go out like that.
It's kind of crazy that it's taken so long to find out the mystery of this case, but I think the family will find solace in the fact that they found what happened.
Friends and family of missing Ole Miss alum Jaylee are finally getting closure on a case that's lasted nearly 3 years. Although we're still waiting on more information, this is a huge breakthrough in the Oxford community. For NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Hallie Reeves.
Thank you, Hallie. Well, on a brighter note, temperatures seem to be on the rise here in Oxford.
Yes, Alexia, and thank goodness for that. I don't know about you, but I am kind of sick of the cold.
I totally agree. Let's see what our weather anchor, Seth Parento, to check in to see how long we'll be holding on to these warm temperatures.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Well, in my opinion, it's honestly been a great day weather-wise. I don't really mind the rain, so it hasn't been too bad for me. But as we head into the rest of the week, temperatures are definitely going to be yo-yoing up and down, up and down. So make sure to stay tuned for your full forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Oxford's most famous and looked forward to festival has been nominated for an award. The infamous Double Decker Arts Festival is nominated for USA Today 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards in the Best Art Festival category. Nominees for this category are chosen by a panel of relevant experts. You can go on the usatoday.com website and vote for the festival once per day until March 3rd. Make sure to vote for Oxford's beloved festival.
Flu season is upon us, and it's no secret that college campuses can be an epicenter for getting sick. But this year, a new and more contagious strain of neurovirus is popping up across the country and running rampant through the student body. NewsWatch reporter Leighton Lawhead has the full story on what this new strain of the virus is and how to keep yourself from catching it.
As of December 2024, there is an ongoing surge in neurovirus cases across the country, and the Ole Miss campus is no exception. Senior Erin Foley recounts moving out of her sorority house last week due to 11 of her housemates getting sick.
Last week, my sorority house had like an outbreak. 10 or 12 girls got norovirus, and we have communal bathrooms, so I was a little bit nervous about that.
Pre-med student AC Rester has seen the effects of the virus on campus firsthand.
Actually, today when I went to one of my classes, there were 5 or 6 people missing because of outbreaks on campus right now, so everybody needs to stay safe.
Norovirus isn't new, but has been popping up across the U.S., presenting as a more contagious strain. So, what is it? How can you prevent it? Let's talk about it. A student health services representative says, and I quote, "Norovirus is a highly contagious virus that causes symptoms of nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Symptoms may also include fever, body aches, and headache. An infected person can spread the virus by direct contact or sharing food or water." Rester has been studying neurovirus in her immunology classes and says that the short incubation period of the virus is what leads to the outbreaks.
One of the main misconceptions is that it's just stomach flu. It's actually not a strain of influenza at all.
The best way to prevent yourself from contracting norovirus is to frequently wash your hands and stay away from those that have contracted the virus. Let's finish the school year strong and stay healthy, Rebs. I'm Leighton Lawhead for NewsWatch.
Coming up after the break, we'll hear an update on President Trump's first 16 days in office and how his latest actions may be affecting students.
And find out why a nationwide shortage may have your breakfast plate looking bare. We'll be right back with NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Rep.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of Hotty Toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
Hurricane Helene, devastating impacts on the southeast. Now it's time to help the people and communities who need it most. To make a one-time financial gift to the American Red Cross, scan the QR code on the screen. Make sure to select I want to support Hurricane Helene and enter how much you'd like to donate. Or go to redcross.org/donate. Together, we will make a difference for those recovering in hard-hit communities.
Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. A trip to the grocery store today may leave you with some sticker shock. The bird flu, which mainly causes chickens to not lay eggs, is sweeping the nation and has caused the cost of eggs to increase 50% from last year's prices. Here in Oxford, we are seeing the direct impact of this in grocery stores with a carton of eggs priced at $5. There may be a silver lining though, and NewsWatch reporter Phoebe Kramer went down to Cash Saver today to get the full story.
Eggs, an everyday staple in many households. But recently, something unexpected has shaken up the egg market, a nationwide shortage. The culprit? Bird flu, sweeping through farms across the country, leaving farmers struggling to keep up with demand. Owner of Aldridge Farm, Stark Aldred, known for his brown eggs, has been impacted by the bird flu crisis. He says,
"They're not laying good right now. I don't have many eggs today. I think I had 20-something dozen. It's all I had. And they won't last long out here."
Reporting right outside of one of the local grocery stores in Oxford called Cash Saver, I spoke to many customers frustrated with the rising prices in eggs and the lack of availability in eggs that they want to buy.
But Ole Miss economics professor Joshua Hendricks says it may not get resolved quickly.
It will actually probably last longer than a typical shortage would last, because the way that you get more supply to get us back to previous supply is you're going to have more chickens. And so that means you're going to have more chickens being born and sort of growing up to produce their own eggs.
Oxford grocery stores like Kroger and Cash Savers are managing to keep just enough eggs on their shelves. Despite the ongoing shortage, while prices have certainly risen at both stores, the fact that eggs are still available is a good sign. I'm Phoebe Kramer, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Thank you, Phoebe. Now I'm Hannah Baker with The Watch. It has been 16 days since President Trump's inauguration, and he has hit the ground running, signing executive orders and making plans. Today, President Trump spoke on his plans concerning the Gaza Strip. According to Trump, he wants to relocate the citizens of this area, around 2 million Palestinians, to other countries, allowing the U.S. to come in, reconstruct, and govern the war-torn area. Israeli President Benjamin Netanyahu was with Trump while he unveiled this plan and showed his full support of it. However, other American allies in the Middle East, like Egypt and Jordan, are not showing the same level of support and do not want to take in more Palestinian refugees. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt further explains this plan.
It's been made very clear to the president that the United States needs to be involved in this rebuilding effort to ensure stability in the region for all people. But that does not mean boots on the ground in Gaza. It does not mean American taxpayers will be funding this effort. That he expects our partners in the region, particularly Egypt and Jordan, to accept Palestinian refugees temporarily so that we can rebuild their homes.
President Trump has also signed an executive order to dismantle diversity, equity, and inclusion programs from the federal government. Originally put into place to combat systemic inequities of minority groups, Republicans, as well as some members of Asian American communities, have recently pushed back against DEI programs, stating that they limit high-achieving students and workers while also putting merit-based hiring in jeopardy. However, supporters of DEI argue that these programs are necessary to ensure diversity. Students here at Ole Miss have strong feelings on how this situation is being handled.
I think he's trying to just like be a dictator, you know? I think he's trying to make it harder for people who are middle class and lower to succeed in life.
While others are in a state of shock.
In a way where it almost seems like it's a stress test to see, how much people will pay attention, how much people will push back, and I guess how much people will just lay down.
Federal agencies have 60 days to terminate DEI programs like mandates, policies, programs, references, and activities. That's all I have for The Watch. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Well, Seth, I know we're all so happy about the warmer weather today, but I have a feeling this isn't lasting long.
Well, as we head into this evening, temperatures will be remaining in the 60s, but as we head over the next couple of days, temperatures are really going to be yo-yoing up and down, so we're not really going to be having like a fashion consistent. It'll be jackets, it'll be t-shirts, then back to jackets. So make sure to stay tuned for your full forecast to see what is going on with this weather.
NewsWatch Ole Miss, we'll be right back after the break.
And Yahoo! That 8, the house boots down! Thanks. No, it's fine. I just rolled with it, waiting for it to be.
We're here when you're ready.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Disaster tips from the objects left behind.
My home wasn't insured, but you can check your insurance policy now to make sure you're covered. Oh.
My savings are lost, but you can put money aside and plan for unexpected disaster costs.
We're lost forever, but you can scan important documents now so they survive. Whoa.
For more tips on how to prepare, visit ready.gov.
What's up, champ? I feel like you get taller every time I see you. Congratulations, Brandon.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss with Stormwatch. I'm Seth Brento. Well, if we take a look at our current temperature, we are seeing 67 degrees here in Oxford with clouds and a decent breeze of around 6 miles per hour. And if you take a look across the rest of northern Mississippi for today's highs, you see temperatures are mostly consistent around the upper 60s and lower 70s, with the glaring exception being South Haven with only a high today of 63 degrees. And if we take a look at our current radar, as you can see, we are experiencing some spotty showers across the area. That's kind of been the norm for today, just kind of occasional spurts of rain, which I haven't minded. I like the rain, but I've definitely seen some people upset about the inconsistent weather. And as we head into tonight, we are looking at a low of only 62 degrees with a chance of rain continuing through and those calm winds again of around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And again, that chance of precipitation hovering right around 40%. So again, spotty showers as we head throughout the evening. And as we head into tomorrow, we are looking at a high of around 73 degrees. So again, temperatures upper 70s, mid to lower 70s, that is. Again, with a chance of early showers. And as we head into the afternoon, those clouds just remaining for overcast. Again, that wind staying consistent at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as we head into tomorrow, we are looking at highs staying relatively consistent in the low to mid 70s, with Tupelo having the regional high of 74 degrees and us here just 1 degree cooler in Oxford at 73. And as we head into our 5-day forecast, as you can see, temperatures are kind of going to be bouncing up and down throughout the week. As we head into the start of next week, as you can see, temperatures are only going to be in the upper 50s for the start of next week. So we'll see how that is going to be going for all of us here in Oxford.
I really wish it would just stay the way it is right now. I mean, yeah, it was cloudy, but we can wear shorts.
I totally agree with that. I'm loving this warmer weather.
No, I feel like it's way too early in February to be getting warm. I mean, we have to enjoy the cold weather for a little bit.
Well, yeah, because those 70s are near record highs for this time
Yeah,
of
exactly.
year. So, I mean, I am actually kind of on Hannah's side a little
I know.
bit.
I'm
from New York. I like the cold. What do you
Yeah,
want
right?
from me?
And I'm from Houston, where it's all the time, all the way hot. Like, I need some cold weather. But cold weather does kind of help for sports. Do you have any updates for us?
I do. Coming up, I'm going to talk about how it's never too early to be thinking about future tailgating for next football season in the Grove. And men's basketball got a huge conference win last night in the Pavilion. Check back in after the break for this and more.
Hey, Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Because picking up litter costs us time
and money.
MDOT spends $3.2 million a year picking up litter.
That's money that could be used to maintain roads and bridges,
Patch potholes,
and focus on improving Mississippi's infrastructure.
Please help us help you.
We can't do it without you. Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Hi. Can I get the Now Bar, please?
No problem. $1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hi, can I get a Now Bar, please? Uh-huh.
$1.
Thanks.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, let me get a Now Bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
You got it.
How's it going? Can I get a Now Bar?
Hey, stop right there! Get down on the ground out of your car right there! Show me your hand!
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back, Rebs. I'm Campbell Holmes with Sports Watch. Ole Miss fans are about to get hit with more charges as the athletics department is introducing new fees to the Grove tent setup. And how will this affect one of college football's most iconic tailgating traditions? NewsWatch reporter Mary Evans went out and spoke to tent vendors and students to find out more.
The looming House versus NCAA statement could mean Ole Miss will owe around $20 million to its athletes. To offset this cost, Ole Miss Athletics is adding one more home game to the season, charging students an additional $25 for season tickets.
I feel that's still too much. I mean, I know that we charge lower than most other schools, but they shouldn't keep jumping up like that.
You know, I'm not thrilled about it, but I'm not surprised.
With the Grove empty now, it's hard to believe that last season brought record-breaking revenue to Ole Miss. Big changes are coming this fall as tent vendors will now be required to pay $150 per tent per game. Grove Shark tent owner Joseph Trimble says this is nothing new.
It's basically going to come down to each vendor, whether they eat that, split it with them, or just pass it on.
The good news is the cost won't be a problem for the customer, Trimble says.
Once they break it down amongst their group, it's not like it's going to be this massive increase.
Individuals setting up their own tent in the Grove will not be required to pay additional fees. Last week,
Vice Chancellor for Ole Miss Athletics, Keith Carter, said in a press release, "We understand how important it is to preserve the unique character and traditions of the Grove, and the end-user experience should not change for the fans with this new structure." I'm Mary Evans, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
And Rebs were hot in the pavilion last night as the number 25 ranked Rebels took down the number 14 Wildcats from Kentucky. 24 assists and just 1 turnover were collected by Ole Miss and led the team to victory with a 98-84 win. Star guard Matthew Morrell led the team in double figures with 24 points, which included 6 made threes. Rebs showed who's boss earlier in the first with a 15-3 run, while also leading by as much as 23 points at half. Ole Miss kept that momentum going in the second half as guard Jalen Murray secured his first double-double of the season, and Dre Davis kept energy up with, of course, 17 points. Rebel Hoops is traveling to Baton Rouge this weekend to take on LSU on Saturday night at 7:30. And keeping it up with wins, junior track and field star Tariq Robinson O'Hagan has been named the SEC Men's Field Athlete of the Week. This is already Robinson O'Hagan's 3rd award of the season. The track and field team took a trip down to Fayetteville last week for the Arkansas Razorback Invitational, where Robinson O'Hagan regained the world lead on his season best toss. This weekend, the team will be competing in the New Mexico Classic. And baseball season is coming up, and junior Hunter Elliott has been named to the 2025 preseason All-SEC team. Elliott is the first Reb to receive this since Jacob Gonzalez in 2013 and the first pitcher from Ole Miss to earn this since Parker Karasi in 2019. Elliott set an Ole Miss freshman record for strikeouts with a total of 102 in his freshman year. Ole Miss is beginning its 2025 baseball season very, very soon on February 14th against Arizona in a tournament in Arlington, Texas. Then they have their home opener on the 18th. And that's all I've got for sports, so be sure to follow us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Campbell. Well, coming up, we'll have a look into a restaurant inside of a gas station.
See what this hidden gem is all about. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be back after a short break.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready for every storm and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family, and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
If words were enough, I would help you bear your burden. I would watch each child of yours grow strong and true. Teach them to read, and to write, and to sing, so that their voices be forgotten nevermore. If words were enough, I would sate your hunger, and you would know you are my sister, my brother, my child. If words were enough.
The funny thing about Hannah is she never crawled. She skipped it entirely. Went straight to walking and running. She was such an eager little girl. Guess she was always looking for the next amazing thing. I know that Hannah loved every one of you.
We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are distinguished as a Carnegie R1 top 2.5% research institution. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Alexia, you know what I've been craving recently?
Tell me more, Hannah.
I have been craving some good old-fashioned barbecue.
Well, lucky for you, I know just the spot. I recently visited Bee's Barbecue, which is located inside of a gas station here in Oxford, and not only is it home of some of some really great barbecue, but also some very rich history, so let's take a look. Barbecue is a classic American food. Mississippi is one of the only places you can find it inside of a gas station. Bee's Hickory Barbecue opened over 30 years ago in an Oxford gas station on South Lamar.
You can serve good food anywhere, he said.
Says new owner David Moore, who took over the restaurant after the original owner retired. Moore has made sure to keep all of the original recipes, including their locally famous Southern pork ribs.
Our ribs, we smoke them for 7 hours, and have a nice rotisserie pit to keep a nice even temperature on them. And we keep that nice temperature at a low temperature. It just falls right off the bone.
Moore attributes Bee's long-standing success to the consistent support of regular customers and, of course, the food.
Bee's Barbecue's best in town. We come after practice, maybe once a month.
All town Oxfords come in, drink your coffee, and hang out. And the same people come in at lunchtime. It's small town food.
Bee's has even gained attention in Hollywood when it was featured in the movie The Blind Side as a spot where Ole Miss head football coach recommended to Michael Orr as the best barbecue in the world.
Reputation certainly will take you many miles on that alone.
So if you're in the market for authentic Southern cooking or a tank of gas, be sure to stop by Bee's Barbecue. I'm Alexi Intercheck for NewsWatch Ole Miss.
I am definitely going to have to try some of that because that looked amazing.
I promise y'all, it is definitely worth the visit.
It looked like it.
Being from Memphis, I know a thing or two about barbecue, so I have to maybe judge it out, see if it's better than Rendezvous.
You'll have to get back to us. Maybe we can have like a food review show.
I was going to say, I'm just hungry, so that sounds great to me right now. So
I'm so hungry.
NewsWatch outing, gonna go get some BBQ.
Yes.
Maybe we should go right now.
We should.
I like that plan.
Yep.
Who's driving?
Me, I'll drive. All right, well, that's all we have for tonight because we're going to go get some barbecue.
Make sure to tune in tomorrow. I'm Alexi Intercheck.
And I'm Hannah Baker with your latest news.
I'm Campbell Holmes with Sports Watch.
And with Storm Watch, I'm Seth Parento.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.